is there, your final thoughts on today, really? And if there's one thing that you felt that you wanted to say that you didn't get the opportunity to say, that final sort of words of wisdom, I suppose. And I'm going to come to you first, Nadine, on that. The final bit of tip, advice for somebody watching.
I think the final tip, especially for your early career, is don't think of yourself as inferior because you are early career, because you are just a postgraduate. Try to show people what you have to offer. Just because you haven't published that book yet, that means you may have potentially 2 books for the next ref cycle. Treat it as that. Try and show the potential that you have, the enthusiasm that you have, and what you can do. Don't approach the situation as if you're kind of begging for something that you're not entitled to. You're perfectly qualified, so go for it. And make sure you make the right decision in terms of what you think is right for you, and then go after it, no matter what people say.
Go after. I love that. I love that. Ioanna?
Yeah, building on to from what Nadine said, I would say exactly the same thing. A PhD is a wonderful asset to have. It's a great project that you've done on your own, that you've managed on your own. Don't underestimate it. For me, 2 important things. 1, understand what it is and learn how to, first of all, communicate the value of your PhD to yourself, most importantly, and then you will be able to communicate it to others. But most PhD students, where they get it wrong is they cannot communicate the value of what they're doing to themselves. And I think that's where all the wrong starts.
So when it's why you,
exactly.
and not, and
exactly. And then you will be able to say this to others as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Claire?
Following very much on from Iordanou, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't convince other people to believe in you. And if there's support around for you at your university and career service and so on, and not everybody has specialist support, but please use it, and use your academic colleagues as well.
Yeah, thank you. Chris?
Yeah, I mean, just building on what everyone else has said, I mean, to me, the most important thing is to have a story for why you're making the transition out of academia. It's no good just getting to the end of a PhD and then saying, oh, I've kind of run out of things to do. You've got to have a persuasive and powerful story that communicates, yeah, I've done this in my life, I fulfilled this challenge of getting a PhD, and now I'm ready for the next challenge, and that's why I want to come and work for you.
Okay. Thank you. Nadine, was there one thing that you wanted to quickly add?
Yes, very close to my heart. No matter what industry you want to go into, if it's academia, if it's another sector, please remember that we're all in the same boat when we come out of that PhD. Don't think of each other as competitors, as enemies. Think of it as a network that you can draw on for support, please, because we're only making things worse otherwise, I think, and playing into other people's hands. So remember that.
And that leads on to my final thought, which is relationships, relationships, relationships. Start building those relationships and quality relationships as soon as possible, and the whole process of job hunting will be so much easier.